Welcome to the Healthy Start presentation. Over the next 20 minutes, we aim to provide an insight into the scheme, how to apply, what families will receive, how to use the card, and top tips to support applications and card use. The Healthy Start scheme provides a prepaid card for eligible applicants, which can be used to buy healthy food and milk, as well as receive free vitamins. Pregnant ladies over 10 weeks of pregnancy or families with children under 4 years old receiving one or more of the benefits listed on the screen can apply for the Healthy Start scheme. Two benefits enable families to apply online. These are Universal Credit and Child Tax Credit. Families receiving Universal Credit need to be aware that all children must be named on their Universal Credit claim to avoid applications being declined. Families receiving Child Tax Credit with older children over 4 must complete a paper or online form that can be requested by email or telephone. On the right side of the screen, you can see circumstances where a person will need to register their claim with Healthy Start and then complete a paper or online application. These include families receiving legacy benefits such as income support and those under 18 and not yet eligible for benefits. It's worth noting that those pregnant and under 18 can claim the Healthy Start scheme. After completing a separate form, money will be made directly into their chosen bank account. Once the baby is born, they will have to register for a benefit such as Universal Credit and then reapply for the scheme. When claiming Healthy Start, the total household income is taken into consideration. If under 18 and claiming for a benefit, you will be eligible if you do not have parental support. All applicants need to provide the following information on their application form, which must be perfectly matched by what is held by the Department for Work and Pensions. So they need to provide their name, address, date of birth, their national insurance number if they're over 16. If they're under 16 and don't have one, then this doesn't need to be provided. They can provide their baby's due date or the child's date of birth. If they're claiming benefits, they can provide their benefit award code, which is found on the benefits award letter. If they're not quite sure what this is, then they can get in touch with the local job centre. If people have been claiming Healthy Start in pregnancy, once the baby's born, it's important that they let the Healthy Start team know that the baby's arrived, and this must be done within 12 weeks of their EDD, just to make sure that they continue to receive the scheme but also start receiving the higher payment as well. So if you are working with a family that is currently homeless, they can provide a care of address, and this could include a trusted family member or friend. It can be in exceptional circumstances, it could be the local job centre or some health centres, and they just need to ensure that the DWP have the matching details. And when they're writing the applicant's name, they need to make sure it's followed by CO to mean care of, and to include that person's name and address of the recipient as well. The Department of Health and Social Care agreed to extend the Healthy Start scheme to families with no recourse to public funds. To be eligible, all of the following must be true. You must have one British child under 4 years old. The family must earn £408 or less per month after tax. They cannot claim public funds, either because of their immigration status or because they do not have immigration status. They must request an application form from the Healthy Start claim email address that you can see on the slide, but it's worth bearing in mind that this is a lengthy form and it may be beneficial to signpost the family to a financial support service when making the claim. So the next few slides will provide some information on the Healthy Start card. So when a family's been successful and they've received the Healthy Start card through the post, it will be pre-loaded with the first month's money already on that card. Before they can use it, it's really important that they do activate the card before use, and there's some just tips on the slide that you can see on how to activate. They'll need to provide that Healthy Start card number, their date of birth, and then the card is attached to a letter. On the letter, located at the top, is a client ID. This will be their client ID. They need to keep that letter safe, and they need to provide the client ID when activating the card, and then it's good to use. So the Healthy Start card is automatically topped up every 4 weeks, and the value added to the card depends upon the following. So from pregnancy, from the 10th week of pregnancy, they could be claiming £4.25 a week that's put onto the card every 4 weeks. Once the baby's born, that doubles. It goes up to £8.50 per week from birth up to the age of 1. And once they've turned 1, it drops back down to £4.25 per week, and that's from the ages of 1 to 4. And just remember, this is per child, not per household. So if the family have more than one child, they'll claim that amount per child. The following slide will provide information on what you can buy using the card. Please note that retailers must be classified as food retailers, and formula milk includes stage 1 only. When first using the Healthy Start card, it is similar to a debit card, and the first transaction is made using the PIN. This is provided when the card is activated. Then subsequent payments can be made contactless up to the amount of £45. It is set to £45 to protect the money should the card be lost or stolen. Payments higher than the balance will not be accepted. People can split payments, so they can choose to pay part by Healthy Start card and part by cash if they're at a self-service checkout, or they can choose to pay with cash or another debit card if they're at a manned checkout. It's worth bearing in mind it's not the retailer's responsibility to police the items being bought. The card use is monitored by the retailer's card reader merchant code. Refunds can be made back onto the card the same way that they would a debit card. So where can you shop? People can shop anywhere that accepts MasterCard, is registered as a food retailer and sells the items listed by Healthy Start. A card might be declined if the card has not been activated before use, they're not using the PIN for the first transaction, or they are trying to pay contactless for the 5th time on the same day. This is just a safety precaution in case the card has been lost or stolen. It may also be declined if they've got insufficient funds on the card. They can check the balance by calling the Healthy Start team, or they can check the balance at an ATM. No money can be taken out of the machine, but they can check the balance. It may also be declined if the retailer is not classed as a food retailer. Nottingham City Council will continue funding the Universal Healthy Start Vitamins programme until March the 31st, 2026. So this means that all pregnant ladies will receive up to 4 tubs of vitamins to see them through their pregnancy, whether they're eligible to the Healthy Start scheme or not. The vitamins will be provided by midwives at Nottingham University Hospital and Sherwood Forest hospitals. Those families who are eligible to the scheme following the birth of their little ones will be able to receive the vitamins every 8 weeks by health visitors across Nottingham City, or in the county by children's centres and family hubs. The following slide provides contact details for the Healthy Start team. If a family need advice about the card, if you need advice to support families through the application process, or if you're looking for information about branding or promotional materials. There is also support for workforce through an email forum. This is great if you have a Healthy Start question, and it also provides a platform to find out information about the scheme. On this slide you'll also see a list of financial services across Nottingham City. These are great if you would like to signpost a family to get some more advice around no recourse to public funds applications, or if you would like them to get some financial support. This slide provides information for you to be aware of and to share with families. We've often been asked if families can save money on the card, and the answer is yes. You can save up to 16 weeks worth of money, but after this point, if the money isn't used, it will be taken back by Healthy Start. If a family are claiming universal credit, all children must be listed under universal credit, even if they're not eligible to claim for that child due to the child being a subsequent child. Families claiming in pregnancy must update their benefits once the baby has been born to prevent payments stopping 12 weeks after their estimated date of delivery. And we just recommend that you keep up to date by visiting the Healthy Start website from time to time. We would really like to encourage our local independent shops that sell the Healthy Start items to be recognised as a place that accepts the Healthy Start card. The following provides some information that could be shared with retailers. So retailers must sell at least one of the Healthy Start food items or milk items. They must accept MasterCard and have a card payment facility. The Healthy Start card is restricted to specific merchant codes. Retailers must contact their merchant code provider to find out their merchant code, and then contact Healthy Start to find out if that specific code is accepted by them. It does not incur any cost to the retailer to accept the Healthy Start card. They don't need to police the items that are being bought. There are free resources on the NHS Healthy Start resources page for retailers to use to advertise that they accept the Healthy Start card. And by accepting the card is increasing the footfall through into their store. A consultation with Nottingham Families has provided an insight into why some families are missing out on the scheme. We now know that it is important to remind families about the scheme on more than one occasion due to changes in family circumstances and families becoming eligible. We would like to invite you to think about one way you could embed a Healthy Start promotion to information that is already going out as part of your business as usual. This could include adding it into text messages, websites or initial paperwork. We also recognise the need for families to be supported through the application process. We would be keen to know if your service would have capacity to offer the application support. If you're looking to promote the Healthy Start scheme, you'll find a range of digital and social media assets as well as printable resources that are available in other languages. Visit the Healthy Start website, go to the Healthcare Professional tab and scroll down to Promoting the Scheme. Here you can download for free. Thank you for taking the time to complete this presentation. So next steps. Nottingham City Public Health Team would like us to take a cross-partnership approach to Healthy Start promotion and would welcome all services that have contact with pregnant women and young families to embed a Healthy Start message within their business as usual service delivery.